The National Weather Service confirmed 2 tornadoes touched down in the Triad Thursday. An EF1 tornado near Whitsett on the Guilford and Alamance County line with max winds of 100 miles per hour, and an EF0 tornado in High Point with max winds of 85 miles per hour. No injuries were reported. We begin tonight with team coverage. Meteorologist Jacqueline Scherer will have an update on the forecast, of course, but first let's go out to our crews in the field. WXI 12's Ford Hatchett joins us now live from Burlington. So, Ford, how are things where you are?
Well, Talitha, here in Alamance County, as you mentioned, we saw that EF1 tornado. We saw damages to the exterior of homes a lot. We saw some siding blown away, heating and AC units destroyed. But here I want you to look at some of the most devastating damage we saw here at Springwood Presbyterian Church. This was a picnic shelter that stood for over 50 years, and you can see the tornado winds actually brought it down. I want you to walk around here. Our great photographer, Phil Kivett, will take you with me. You can see some furniture underneath. There are also plants, and it's just collapsed. And I really want you to take a look here. The powerful nature of these winds. Like I said, these wood beams had held up for over 50 years, and you can see the winds just pulled them straight out of here where they were planted in the concrete. And the pastor at this church, Mary Beth Asher Lawson, said that she's just happy none of this debris endangered anyone else.
We worship a God who makes all things new, and the promise of Easter, which we'll celebrate here in 2 weeks' time at 8 o'clock and 11, come join us, is that, God takes what is no longer full of life and creates new life. And so we don't know what will happen here next, but we trust that God will somehow bring something new out of even this.
And Asher Lawson said last night when she arrived, she was thrilled to see the cross still standing on that steeple unharmed. And she said later this week, church leaders will meet and decide what exactly they're going to do with this picnic shelter. But for now, a lot of damage to clean up here in Alamance County. In Burlington, Ford Hatchett, WXII 12 News.
Holy cow, there's a tornado, y'all! Everybody be safe!
Scary skies indeed over Burlington Thursday evening caused many people to do a double take. Marianne Tucker, who you just heard from, saw what appeared to be a funnel cloud along South Church Street. She was heading home with her husband and daughter when she spotted it in the sky. While she thought it was scary, she was overjoyed to witness it.
That's how I take everything like that in life. Everything is, there's bad things, but everything else is, you got to look for the fun and joy in it. So, while I feel horrible that there are some people who did receive damage to their homes and stuff like that, and I hope nobody got injured, I wanted to take a moment to celebrate the fact that I've never seen this before and I finally got to see one.
Thankfully, we can report that Marianne and her family were not impacted by the weather. We'll take a look at this video from Limerick Road in Burlington, where you can see trees were toppled everywhere. Limbs and twigs scattered pretty much all across the road, even across many yards here. Trees also crippled one neighborhood, as you can see. Well, Burlington firefighters estimated thousands of people were impacted by this, but yesterday's storm caused about $1 million in damage. We're told most of the destruction was on the western side of the city, near Whitsett, where an EF1 tornado was confirmed. And like we mentioned, an EF0 tornado did touch down in High Point near South Main Street and I-85. The tornado traveled about a mile. WXI 12's Jackie Pascal followed the National Weather Service this morning as they surveyed the damage. Jackie, what have they found?
Yeah, they were driving around to different reported damage sites like this one, and they were looking exactly how big this damage is. You can see the tree here and how strong the wind had to be to tear it from its trunk. That calculation is how the National Weather Service determines whether there was a tornado that touched down. Now, the crews came out from Raleigh. Normally, they assess damages up close, but they were dealing with much worse weather this morning, doing most of their assessments from the comfort of their cars. Normally, they say this storm is not abnormal, coming right in the beginning of tornado season. Now, a good reminder for everyone to get your plans in place before another one sweeps through this season.
Thankfully, as far as we're aware, nobody was hurt. but and we're thankful for that. But this really needs to remind folks and serve as an example of what is possible during the spring severe weather season.
In High Point, Jackie Pascal, WXAI 12 News.
Thank you to all of our crews out there in the field. Time now for a check of your forecast with Jacqueline Schreier, who can update us on how the weekend is looking and even temperatures out there right now.
Yeah, you know, we have a lot of good time here to recover from those storms. It's hard to believe that just 24 hours ago, this is what radar looked like. Michelle and I were in the Weather Center watching as this line approached the triad, and we were nervous about what would happen after it hit that warmer air, which is exactly where we saw some of those storms pop up. As we went through the overnight hours, a few more showers, and then early this morning, that heavy rain that the National Weather Service had to deal with while they were surveying. As we're looking right now into the afternoon, though, most of those showers have since cleared, and the good news is that this is the weather we'll hold on to for the rest of the weekend, really. Drier skies, some clouds here and there being the biggest story of our skies, and some breezy conditions possible. As I pull back and show you the entirety of the southeast right now, it's good news all around. You see all of these clear skies, a few showers here and there. That's the whole story. We're not watching any major storm systems that could impact those areas, including us, that of course had that severe weather over the past few days. So we get the weekend here to recover, and thankfully today we actually gained a few extra degrees. Those clouds broke just long enough to get us into the low 50s, even the mid 50s in some spots in the mountains and in the foothills. So it's been pretty comfortable overall. If you are continuing your recovery efforts into this evening, well, it'll be in the 40s by 6 p.m. So grab those layers, but we'll have a breeze and not much else. So you'll have some decent weather for which to do some of those repairs and to survey some of your own damage. As we're heading through this weekend, if you find that there's some projects that might take a little while longer, some nice weather for that as well. We'll be in the upper 40s tomorrow in the mountains, and that's the coolest temperature on this map here. Elsewhere and throughout the weekend, we're in the 50s. Temperatures will be climbing into next week, and the good news is we'll also be staying dry. We'll take a look at that forecast coming up in just a few minutes.